Alright, are you guys all ready to have a little fun? If you haven't already eaten all of your marshmallows, then you're doing good. I had to sample a few. So for the preschoolers, I sent pretzel sticks, which is a little safer. For all the older kids, I sent toothpicks. So the idea of this challenge is to take the marshmallows and either your pretzels or your toothpicks and build a house with it. You can be as big and creative as you want. You can make it simple. So basically just take the marshmallow, stick it onto one end, stick another marshmallow on there, and then you just start adding and building however your mind thinks it will work. And I haven't made one of these ones yet, maybe because I like the marshmallows too much. But you build this. I don't know if you can see from there. I had a few marshmallows that were a little sticky, so if you got some sticky ones, I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened to those. I think it was a little humid that day. These. So I'm going to build a really super simple house with mine, but you can be really big, really extravagant if you want. And see how big you can make it and how sturdy it is. See if I can get all these in here. These marshmallows have been sitting in this back room for a couple weeks now. And even though they were in the bags, it made it smell so good back here. I was hungry every time I came back here. Alright, I'll bring this up here maybe. If you can see my little house with marshmallows and toothpicks. So get really creative and show us what you've done. The next thing that I have for you, you can take a lot of time and do that one. I just wanted to make it quick and simple for the video anyways to show you. The next thing is I sent a bunch of index cards to make a house. Now this is something that the preschoolers are probably going to need a little help with, but this is just a little simple one, and I taped this one together. You can do whatever you want. You can draw on it, make it fancy, get really, really creative and make shapes, cut things out. But basically for this one, I just took the index card, folded it in half, kind of creased it, so it makes kind of like a little V. You can see that. And I did that with 4 of them. And then I just kind of overlapped the edges so that it makes the little house, the basic form of the house. So that's that. And then I just took one more, folded that one in half, and it made the roof. Like that, maybe. So this one is a little tricky. I would recommend using either some tape, a staple gun if you're old enough. You can use scissors and cut slits in the sides. So if you cut a couple slits, just a little way up, then you can start stacking them. If you put the slits together, it'll start to stack. And so then you can make all kinds, and you can get really, really big. I've seen some really big ones. I haven't made a big one yet, but I have seen other people that did. That's how I got this idea, and I thought that looks fun. So if you start cutting slits, or if you could use string and kind of tie it around like I did with that little basic one with the 4 sides. You could use string to kind of tie it around and keep it together and try to add another layer. Like if you taped this one, then you could add another layer to it and make it tall. And then you can keep doing this with the ones where I cut the slits in it and keep stacking them and make it really, really tall, like a skyscraper. You can get wide and big. Some people, if you have cards at home, some people have made those houses out of cards, like they stack them. And I can't show you how to do that. You may have to find a YouTube video on that one because I can't do that. I've never been able to figure that one out. But there's all kinds of ways you can make your little house. You can color it, decorate it, put stickers on it. You can make a little background, like with maybe some blue paper and some white clouds to put in front of it. You could draw some people on the paper and you could have a little scene. So those are your 2 house building projects. So I hope you have lots of fun and show us what you've done. And we'll see you next week.